Hey guys, what is up? It's your cousin, your sister, your auntie, your niece, your BFF, and your mama, LWL. Today I'm going to show you guys how to do this quick, super duper cute, chunky beanie. So if you're interested and you want to learn how I did it, stay tuned.
You are beautifully and wonderfully made. Yes, you are beautifully, you're wonderfully made.
Alright guys, so if you know me, you know I am the queen of using what I have. I am using a worsted weighted yarn. It is 4, but I'm going to double it so that way it can create the chunky effect that we're looking for. I am also using a size N crochet hook. Now you guys definitely want to use an N hook. You want to have scissors. And as far as the yarn goes, you can get chunky yarn, you can get the heavier yarn, but again, I'm going to use or pull from both ends of this yarn to make it chunky, okay? Same results, just different type of yarn. So we're going to come from the center, and we're also going to come from around the yarn. So we're going to remove the paper. And that was just the big twist yarn from Joann's. And again, it's just worsted weighted yarn, and it is in the color cream. So we're going to start with a slip knot, and then what we want to do is chain. So you're chaining according to the number, or should I say you're going to chain according to the size that you want your hat to be. So you have to look in the description box and you're going to chain accordingly, okay? I am doing an adult size, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start chaining. And to chain, guys, you're just wrapping over and pulling through. And this is a one line repeat row. As far as the hat goes, it's very simple. It's going to be where you're creating the rectangle, and then you are going to draw in the top of the hat to create an actual hat shape. Okay, this is the easiest way to make a hat, as opposed to starting from the crown of the hat, and also as opposed to just working in rounds. So this is very simple. So yeah, like I stated, you're going to go ahead and chain according to the box. I'm going to try to put the specifications on the screen as well. And once you get to your desired length, you want to make sure that it is flat. And we're going to go in and do a half double crochet. This is the repetitive stitch that we are using the entire time. So we're going to go into the second chain from the hook. And to do a half double crochet, you're going to wrap the yarn over, insert your hook into that chain, the second chain like I stated. And then you're going to wrap yarn over, pull through. You're going to have 3 loops. You're going to wrap the yarn over and pull through all 3. And you repeat, wrap the yarn over, go through the next chain, wrap the yarn over, pull through, wrap the yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Wrap the yarn over, go in the next chain, wrap the yarn over, pull through, there's 3 loops, wrap the yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. You're going to continue that pattern throughout the entire process. I try to go slow for you guys. Unfortunately, I am just, my hands are very, very fast. I slow down as well for you guys as far as the speed when I am recording it, or should I say when I'm editing it. And if it's too fast for you guys, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I will definitely slow down in future videos. But again, these are very simple stitches or very simple projects because I like great results with little effort. Okay? So now that we are at the end, you're going to chain 1 once you get to the end of your row, and you're going to turn your row, or turn your chain, I'm sorry. And you're going to start with the next row. And from this point on, we're working in the back loops only, and that is going to be the loops that are farthest away from you. So you're just going to yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, yarn over, insert your hook, and continue doing the half double crochet all the way across. And this is me going at my normal speed, I believe. So again, at this point, I'm just speeding it up to go through. Again, it's wrapping the yarn over, Pulling it through, you're going to have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to wrap the yarn over, pull through all 3 of those loops. All right, guys, and again, if it's too fast for you, make sure that you go back to the very beginning when I first started and showing you the stitch, and just kind of focus on that. And once you get that, you can go ahead. And as you can see, by working in the back loops, you're going to create this rigid effect. So we're going on to the 3rd row. I chained 1, and then I turned my work, and I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my half double crochets. You're going to continue to do that until you reach your desired width. Okay, so we're working the width of the project at this point. And right here I am at the last row. And once you get to the last row, and you can always just check if it's for yourself. You can always measure it by, using your head alone, but also you can go ahead and go by the measurements below. But everyone's head is different. I definitely have a special size head. So a lot of times people ask me, why don't I wear the projects in the videos? My head isn't suited for most of them, and I'm doing them for other individuals. So I don't want to stretch out the hat. I'm going to try a way to maybe get them to model for you guys, so that way you can see how it looks on a person. But once you get to the end, we are going to slit stitch the open ends together. So basically, you're just going to insert your hook. You're going to start with that first chain, or that first stitch, and you want to go into the top of the first stitch on the other side. And all you do is yarn over and pull through. Insert your hook into the very next stitch, top of that stitch. And then we're going to go over to the back part. Wrap the yarn over and pull through. That is a slip stitch. So it's pretty much like we're sewing, but we're using the crochet hook instead of a needle. And we're going to do that down the entire length of the hat until it is all stitched up. And then we will proceed with making the hat form shape. Okay, guys, so once we finish up and we come to the end, we are then going to prepare ourselves to sew in the top. So you're going to remove one of the strings of yarn, because you're only going to need one to sew. You want to make sure that you leave one. I'm going to say maybe you want to leave an ample amount to sew in. So I don't have dimensions for you, but just leave enough to sew in the top. And you can cut off one string. And then you just want to make sure that that string that you did cut, that you are going to make it secure so you can tie it off. And I'm just extra cautious because I would never want like a hat to unravel or just a certain part of it not to be secure. So I'm going to tie a few knots in it, and then I'm going to cut it and begin sewing up the top, or weaving the yarn throughout the top of the hat. All right, guys, so we're going to get ready to sew. And of course, we are sewing from the right to the left. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going in and out. I am not connecting the panels. I'm just going in and out of the one panel, and I'm going to take that all the way around. Okay, this is what's going to cause that drawstring effect. So you want to make sure, again, that you're not connecting the panels or the two sides. Just go ahead and do that all the way around. Okay, and once you guys come back to the beginning where you first started, you're going to then just slowly start to pull that string, and it's going to draw in your hat. This is what is creating the top of your hat. Now, don't worry, like you see there's a little string that I have that's kind of funky. This is the inside of your hat anyway, so it doesn't matter. If you have something that's a little odd or off, no one will notice it. You want to get that as tight as you can. I am leaving just a little bit of space because I am going to put a pom-pom on top of it. But you can go ahead and sew up the top. You want to make sure you try to get that hole as tight as possible. And again, for me, I didn't do it all the way tight. I didn't close it because I need room to put a pom-pom. But you are definitely able to stop here, and you can wear the beanie as such. This beanie does have a, what do you call that? A brim, and it's going to be about an inch. You're going to roll it up about an inch. You can even do 2 inches if you like, but I did that about maybe an inch. And you can leave the hat just like this. Or you can also put the pom-pom on, as I'm going to attach a pom-pom. So I decided to go for a gray pom-pom just to keep the whole neutral flow going, and I didn't want the same color as the hat, so you can get any color pom-pom you want. And if you guys want to know how to make the pom-pom, this was my first time making it with a pom-pom creator. It took some getting used to because I had the wrong type of scissors, but it worked out very well. Saved me a lot of time as opposed to doing it myself. So you can definitely click the link above, and that'll take you to the video of how to make a pom-pom. And right there, I'm just putting it in, sewing it in, or making sure that it is attached to the hat, that it will not come off. And voila. That's it, guys. That is the hat. It literally can take you about 30 minutes if you know fairly well how to crochet, and if you move fairly quickly. It took me about 30 minutes to do the hat and about 10 minutes to get this pom-pom correct. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thumbs up the video. Please share if you like it, and make sure you check out my other crochet videos. I still consider myself a newbie, but I'm working on it, and whatever I can do to help you guys, that's what I'm here for. Thank you guys for watching so much. Be blessed, and most importantly, be a blessing.